The Merchant of Venice, Act 3, Scene 2, lines 110 to 151. Earlier, we saw, after much thinking, Bassanio settles for the leaden casket. In this part, we will see if he will find Portia's portrait in that casket. First then, let's listen to the section read aloud while you follow the lines in your own textbooks.
Portia speaks aside. How all the other passions fleet to air, as doubtful thoughts and rash embrace despair, and shuddering fear and green-eyed jealousy. Oh, love, be moderate, allay thy ecstasy, in measure reign thy joy, scant this excess. I feel too much thy blessing, make it less, for fear I surfeit. What find I here? Bassanio opens the leaden casket. Fair Portia's counterfeit. What demigod hath come so near creation? Move these eyes, or whether riding on the balls of mine seem they in motion? Here are severed lips parted with sugar breath, so sweet a ball should sunder such sweet friends. Here in her hairs the painter plays the spider, and hath woven a golden mesh to entrap the hearts of men faster than gnats in cobwebs. But her eyes, how could he see to do them? Having made one, methinks it should have power to steal both his and leave itself unfurnished. Yet look how far the substance of my praise doth wrong this shadow in underprizing it. So far this shadow doth limp behind the substance. Here's the scroll, the content and summary of my fortune. Bassanio reads the scroll. You that chose not by the view, chance as fair and choose as true. Since this fortune falls to you, be content and seek no new. If you be well pleased with this, and hold your fortune for your bliss, turn you where your lady is, and claim her with a loving kiss. A gentle scroll. Fair lady, by your leave, I come by note to give and to receive, like one of two contending in a prize, that thinks he hath done well in people's eyes, hearing applause and universal shout, giddy in spirit, still gazing in a doubt whether these pearls of praise be his or no. So thrice, fair lady, stand I even so, as doubtful whether what I see be true, until confirmed, signed, ratified by you.
Okay, you've heard the audio version of the section that we are going to take today. In this section, Portia begins by saying to herself, this aside here indicates that she is talking to her own self. How all the other passions fleet to air, as doubtful thoughts and rash embraced despair, and shuddering fear and green-eyed jealousy. So she says, how other emotions are flying away, doubt and hopelessness and horror and green-eyed jealousy. She says, how all the other emotions are going away. When I am concentrating on Bassanio and what he would choose, all the other things are disappearing. O love, be moderate, allay thy ecstasy. Allay, reduce, ecstasy's excessive joy, excessive happiness. In measure reign thy joy, in moderation pour thy joy. Don't get too excited. Scant this excess, restrain this excess. I feel too much thy blessing. Make it less, for fear I surfeit. So make your excitement less, because it is too much, it is surfeit. So what's the translation? O love, control your ecstasy. Rejoice within good measure and not too much. You are overjoyed. Control this excess. I am too blessed. Make it less. It is too much. So she says, don't get too excited and don't make things too exciting for me, because I can't handle it. Bassanio in reply says, and he has just opened the leaden casket now, and as he opens, he finds the portrait of Portia. And he says to himself, What find I here? Fair Portia's counterfeiter's picture. What demigod hath come so near creation? What do what do I find here? The translation. The picture of beautiful Portia. What godly artist has rendered the image so close to real life? Move these eyes, or whether riding on the balls of mine seem they in motion? Move these eyes? Are these eyes moving? Or they seem to be moving because my eyeballs are moving. Do these eyes in this picture move? Or do they just seem to as I look around? Here are served lips parted with sugar breath. So sweet a bar should sunder such sweet friends here in her hair. Her sweet breath forces her lips open, a lovely divider of lovely lips. Pity such sweet barrier should separate such sweet friends. Such sweet friends are two lips here, you know. Sweet breath is separating these two sweet lips. He's just praising Portia and her appearance. The painter placed the spider and hath woven a golden mesh to entrap the hearts of men faster than gnats in cobwebs. But her eyes, how could he see to do them? So he's talking about the painter here. Who has painted the picture of Portia? The painter plays the spider. Painter is like the spider. He has woven a golden mesh to entrap the hearts of men. So painter has painted or woven such a golden mesh to entrap the hearts of men. The mesh is Portia here. Okay. Faster than gnats in cobwebs. So this mesh, this Portia, is entrapping the hearts of men faster than gnats, flies here, gnats is flies, in cobweb. But her eyes, how could he see? How could he see to them? But her eyes to look too real, they even seem like moving. How could he do this? How could he, how could he paint such a real pair of eyes? Having made one, methinks he should have power to steal both his and leave itself unfurnished. Once he made one is what? One eye. He's talking about one eye in the portrait. I think its beauty would have distracted him so that he could not have painted the other. So when he finished painting one, it would have been so distracting that he would not have been able to paint the other. Yet look how far the substance of my praise doth wrong this shadow in underprising it. So far this shadow doth limp behind the substance. Here's the scroll, the continent and summary of my fortune. So in this yellow line, the summary is, but my praise wrongs this image because my words fall as short of its beauty as it falls short of its real person, of the real person. And Bassanio now reads the scroll. Bassanio reads the scroll. You that choose not by the view. This, the whole thing here, the paragraph here in this slide, are the contents of the scroll. Okay, and the scroll here, if you look at this, this is the quotation mark from there to there. Okay, even though there are two different colors, it's the same. Um, it's the same letter and its content. So, and this scroll is found together with the portrait in the leaden casket. And Bassanio reads aloud the scroll. And what is written here? You that choose not by the view, chance is fair and choose as true. Since this fortune falls to you, be content and seek no new. So translation is, You who choose not based on appearances have good luck and choose correct and chose correct. Since you have gained this fortune, be content and don't seek anything. So you have chosen the best thing, you don't have to choose anything new. If you be well pleased with this and hold your fortune for your bliss, turn to where your lady is and claim her with a loving kiss. So you understand this simple meaning. If this pleases you well and you are happy with your good fortune, turn to your lady and claim her with a loving kiss. A gentle. Now that's the content of the those earlier slide had the contents of the letter. Now he goes on to say to Portia, a gentle scroll, fair lady, by your leave, and he kisses her. By your leave, by your permission, I'm going to kiss you, and he does kiss her. I come by note to give and to receive. And he says, what is give and receive? I give a kiss and I receive a kiss. These are the contents of the note that I have found in this leaden casket. Like one of two contending in a prize, that thinks he hath done well in people's eyes, hearing applause and universal shout, giddy in spirit, still gazing in a doubt whether those pearls of praise be his or no. So he is still doubting. He can't believe that he has got the portrait in the leaden casket. Okay, it was a wild guess, but he has done well. It is the right casket, and he has found the portrait of Portia. So what's the translation of this yellow section? I am like someone who has competed for a prize and thinks that he has done well. Hearing claps and shouts, so stunned, he's so stunned, still gazing in doubt whether all that praise is for him or not. So he can't believe his eyes that he has done well and done right. We come back to this purple section. So, thrice fair lady, stand I even so, as doubtful whether what I see be true, until confirmed, signed, ratified by you. So he can't believe, and he says, that's how I feel now. I'm elated, but I can't believe my eyes. I'm still doubting. He says, this is how I feel now, beautiful lady, but three times more intense. Beautiful lady, but three times more intense, You are three times more intense. So I am also feeling three times more intense. I can't be sure of whether what I see is true until it is confirmed, signed, and ratified by you. I can't believe what has happened, but I need confirmation by you. So we learned that everyone's relief, Bassanio does choose the right casket and finds Portia's portrait in the casket. In the next class, we will see the reaction of Bassanio and Portia, Graciano and Marissa. Thank you.